Hi, friends. I'm Laura Templeton, founder and chief instigator at 30 Second Success. And this is the 30 Second Success podcast, where we ditch the pitch and start connecting. Today, we're talking about something that might surprise you. It's not your words that make your 30-second message powerful, it's your pause. Whether you're introducing yourself in a room full of strangers or sharing your brand story online, how you speak is just as important as what you say. Let's talk about the power of the pause and how owning your 30 seconds starts with breathing space, not buzzwords. Let me ask you something. Have you ever rushed through your introduction? Most people do, especially when they're nervous. They cram their message into 30 seconds like they're in a race and end up sounding unsure or robotic. Here's the truth. Confident pause says more than a rushed sentence ever could. It communicates trust, poise, and clarity. It invites people to lean in. It gives your message the space to land. When you own your pause, you own the moment. Pausing is a power move. It's how confident people hold attention without saying more than they need to. So let's break this down. When you ramble, you over-explain. You rush to fill the silence. You bury the clarity in clutter. Why? Because you're uncomfortable with the pause. You feel like silence equals failure. But silence, it's strength. Think about your favorite speaker, leaders, or podcasters. They pause with intention. They let their words breathe. They don't try to prove because they're anchored in their message. Silence isn't empty, it's full of presence. If this episode is sparking ideas for you, take a second to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you know someone who'd appreciate this message, share it with them. The best conversations don't stay one sided. Here's the secret. A great message doesn't need to be rushed. It needs to be structured. So here's an example. Here's my go-to 30-second success formula. It's what I teach in my book, 30 Second Success, Ditch the Pitch and Start Connecting. It's what I teach in workshops, webinars, and from stage. It's a very simple formula that I learned years ago, perfected it to work well for me, and I teach my clients how to use it in a very simple and easy to remember way. As a matter of fact, I have clients who just put these four pieces of the formula on a 3x5 card when they're networking. So it's easier for them to remember what they're going to say because these four pieces actually help to trigger what they're going to say. So let me share the formula with you. The first part is the problem. We always start with what the problem or issue that your ideal client is struggling with, what your audience is trying to overcome, and especially when it's something that you help them overcome, right? So start with a relatable statement or a question. Here's an example. You know how some entrepreneurs stumble when someone asks them, "What do you do?" The next piece is the solution or the transformation. Name who you help and how. Here's an example. I help business owners find the words that attract the clients they love without sounding like a sales pitch. The next piece is your call to action. Way too many times have I experienced where someone is sharing their message. It's an amazing message, but they forget to tell people what they want them to do next. Offer a next step or a spark for a connection, right? Give them that connection, call to connect. Here's an example. If you're ready to simplify your message and show up with more confidence, schedule a call today. And then the last piece, and the reason why I saved this for last, and I'll explain that in a moment, is you. want you to include your name in your company. Yes, I know when we are showing up virtually in networking events online, our name is on the screen. But there's a reason why I tell people to include their name and company at the end, whether you're in person or online. A couple different reasons. If you're in person, obviously, if you've said something that inspired somebody to want to connect with you, schedule a call, then you want to make sure you give them your name and number and your company so that they can write it down and remember to connect with you. The other two reasons are number one, it indicates to the next person that you're done. It's kind of like your mic drop moment. And it also lets your host know that you're done and it's time to move to the next person. It's a sign of respect. And it's kind of like it shows that confidence when you deliver your message 30 seconds or less and you close it out with your name and your company. It's like, boom, that's me. It's powerful when you share this with people. And in between those parts, you want to make sure that you have a pause. So let each section land before moving on. Let me read it for you completely so you understand what I'm saying. You know how some entrepreneurs stumble when someone asks, "What do you do?" I help business owners find the words that attract the clients they love without sounding like a sales pitch. If you're ready to simplify your message and show up with more confidence, schedule a call today. I'm Laura Templeton with 30 Second Success. Did you feel how each part landed? And I allowed my audience to hear it and absorb it and move to the next step with me as opposed to trying to allow it to sink in and not hearing what I said next. That is key. And that's what the pause allows your audience to do. It allows your message to really sink in, to really resonate, to really stand out. So let me give you another example. I'm going to share a message with you from a very rushed perspective. Okay. Hi, I'm Jane Jones, founder and chief marketing officer at Jones Marketing, which I founded 10 years ago with my husband and partner, Brad. And I help people in business with their marketing and their strategy and their social media and their content. And I've been doing this for 20 years. And if you need help, let me know. Overwhelming, hard to follow, no natural breaks. This is one of those messages that can be very, very confusing and leaves your audience going, wait, who was that? What did they do? Oh, yeah, marketing. I don't need somebody who does marketing, right? So let's just edit it a little bit and give it to you with a very paced and purposeful delivery. Hi, I'm Jane Jones. I work with purpose driven business owners who want to simplify their marketing so they can grow without the overwhelm. Let's connect if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels. Jane Jones with Jones Marketing. Do you see the difference? It's not just about what she said, it's how she let it breathe. Today's message got you thinking about your brand, your message, or how you're showing up in the world. Come check out the Brand Success Hub. It's my on demand resource center packed with tools, training, and templates to help you get clear, consistent, and confident in your brand. Just head over to 30secondsuccess.com and click on the hub, and I'll see you on the inside. So here's your challenge for today. This week, practice your 30-second message. Focus on the pauses. Say it in front of a mirror. Record yourself and listen. Breathe between each part. And if you'd like a structure to help you polish it, download my free 30-second message worksheet at 30secondsuccess.com/resources. It's your go-to for building a clear, confident intro that lands. Remember, your message matters. Let it be heard. I'm Laura Templeton, and this has been the 30 Second Success Podcast.